Google Colab. Google Colab is a collaborative tool that we can use to develop Python application. So you can go to Google and search Google Colab, and you can open Google Colab console. Using Gmail account, you can log into the Google Colab. Then in here you can see you can create a new notebook. So it will initiate a new notebook, and its tool is completely free. So you can easily use Google Colab with all the features. So this is a Jupyter Notebook instance. So as I mentioned, Jupyter Notebook is a really good software to develop Python. So here you can see core features of this software. Here you have the file where we can create a new notebook. We can upload existing ones. We can save to Google Drive, and even we can download as a IPYNB, which is a Jupyter Notebook file or Python file. Here with the runtime we can restart, we can compile the runtimes. Here you can see there's a share capability where we can share with other team members. Then we have the coding part where we can add these coding cells, and in the coding cells we can do the development. So also we have this text cell where in the text cell we can provide some information related to the particular code. So if you want to delete a particular cell or a text, you can select this recycle button, then you can delete from there. And also here we can name it, but based on the topic, you can do a renaming, and here it will be named based on that. And we will start with Python variables. So we look at how to create a Python variable and what are the different type of variables available in Python. So we can declare a Python variable like this. So we can say number equal to 2. So this number becomes an integer variable. So in some programming language we use data types to represent the relevant type of data, but in Python we are not using a data type. Just by representing a variable name, we can easily assign a relevant information. So let's say another one, number 2, we can say as 100.0. So this becomes a float variable, right? So similar to number, which is an integer variable, number 2 become a float variable. Then we can look at how we can create a string variable. So we can use double quotes, and inside the double quotes we can declare a string variable, right? So we can see easily we can create variables, but remember we are not giving a data type, because in some languages we used to create like integer number, string name like that, but in Python we are not representing that. We are directly using the variable and the relevant type of data associated with that. Then if you want to exactly see the type associated with the relevant variable, you can use the type keyword. So if you want to print a certain information, we can use the print keyword. So using print keyword, we can print the relevant information like this. So if you use print number, you can see you can run the cell from here using this play button, and then you can see you can get the output of the number. Similarly, we can say print number 2. So this will print the second information, which is the float value. So number 2 will print the relevant float value. We can also say print name. So if you use print name, it will print the name, which is the string value. Also you can use the type keyword to get the relevant data type. If you want to exactly check what is the data type associated with each the variables, so we can use print, then we can say type keyword, then we can first we can check the number like this, then we can say the second one, we can again mention type, then we can say number 2 like this, Then we can say print type, then we can say name. So this will represent the type. This will represent the type allocated for each particular variable. So we can run this and see the first one. The first one is a integer type. The second one is a float type. Third one is a string type. So here you can see different types associated with the variables using the type keyword, right? So here we can represent the data using print command, and using type command we can represent the data types associated with each variable. So in order to create another segment, you can add another code block. So you can execute this individually, or you can execute all using run node. So here we look at another way that we can represent these variables. Also we look at how to create comments. So if you want commenting in Python, if you want to put some information about the task you are going to do, we can put this hash to represent comment. So here we can use commenting for multiple assignments. So here we are going to look at how we can assign multiple variable into one. So we can say A equal, B equal, C equal to 1000. Then we can print A, we can print B, we can print C. So you can see here what we are doing is a multiple assignment. A equal, B equal C into 1000. So we can print A, we can print B, we can print C. So you can see all are representing the same value if we use the multiple assignment. Then also we can do some calculations using variables. So this is a very simple calculation. We can say A equal to 5, that means A variable assigned to 5. Then B equal A plus 10. Then we can print P value like this. So this is a very simple form of calculation where we can get the value of B as 15. So A is 5, B is A plus 10. Then we can print the B, which is 15. Right. Then we look at another type of calculation that we can do here. So let's create a variable called my income, which is 100. Then let's create a variable called tax rate, which is 0.1. Then we will do the calculation of taxes based on the my income and the tax rate. So what we are going to do is create a variable called my taxes, which is going to multiply my income into tax rate. Then we can print my taxes, which is going to represent the calculation. So here we declare my income as 100. We declare tax rate as 0.1. Then we have doing this calculation my taxes, which is my income into tax rate. So this is a simple calculation to calculate the taxes, which is we are going to print as my taxes, and here we can see the tax. So in this section we look at how we can create variables, how we can print the variables, how we can get the type of the variable. So here we look at basically integer, float and string type. Then we look at multiple assignment, how we can assign multiple data types A, B and C. Then how we can do a simple calculation, A equal 5, then B plus 10, getting the simple calculation. Then we look at calculating taxes based on the income and the tax rate.